Well, you threatened to expose some information about Offset involving some of the drama with Cardi B.
Who?
You.
No, I kept the exposure from happening. You know, I got phone calls from people outside of Offset. You got to remember, I got relationships with people before my relationships with Offset. So I got a Cardi called me.
Okay, because you had put up a post. You said, it's your fault. You don't know the difference between a castle and a shack. What does that mean?
Cardi B, Chrisean Rock.
Okay. You're lucky I respect sis, or I'd get out the way and really let the exposure happen. Remember what you said.
Yeah, he's blaming me for what Blueface is doing. I didn't agree with Blueface for what he did.
What did Blueface do?
Well, he posted, I don't know if it was text messages, pictures, I don't know what it was, right? Of Offset and Rock, Chrisean, right? I wake up to it. I guess it's on Twitter somewhere. I don't be on Twitter, I don't know. My phone's going crazy, right? It's Offset. He's telling me, only thing I'm hearing is Blueface, Blueface. I call Blueface on. He's flipping out, tripping out. And I'm like, what did you do? And he said, I welcome Offset to the circus. I said, well, what is that? And that's when he told me, he put up some text messages showing that whatever night French Montana had his party out there, I guess they hooked up, right?
Chrisean Rock hooked up with Offset.
Exactly, right. And I'm telling Blueface, Nev, you can't. That ain't bro code. He said he want to be part of the circus, he part of the circus, right? Because in my head, I'm like, she's moved on. She done did this, or that. So at the time this happened, y'all not even together, right? So you keep going back to wherever it's working. So Offset's calling me because in his head, I can stop it, but I can't stop nothing I don't know about, right? Blueface is pissed off. He's on his mission. He want to be.
So I just want to start off by saying all my statements in this video is alleged or in my opinion. Now Wack 100, once again, he's on this same interview, and Vlad TV is breaking down the interview that they had piece by piece and discussing with the public, or shall I say sharing with the public, what Wack 100 has to say. So in my opinion, it appears that Wack 100 is exposing and confirming that Chrisean Rock was in fact with Offset. And that is not a rumor. According to Wack 100, he's confirming this, which is a shock to me. Now, why Wack 100 is speaking on this matter, I know that this is old news. We know that Blueface is now locked up, so it can't be anything in the present time. This is past tense, but he knows that this is an interview. Millions of people are going to see this video, and they're going to talk about it because you know why? Wack 100 has confirmed out of his own mouth that Chrisean Rock has been with Offset. Now, we know that this is going to bring further smoke when Blueface gets out, because this interview has been reunited, rekindled. The fire has been lit. The torch has been lit. And this is going to trigger a few people, including Cardi B. You're going to definitely see some smoke, hear some smoke. You know, it's just not a good position that Wack's putting people in, or himself. But there's obviously an alternative motive to what he's doing. And we obviously know it's not in the best interest of Chrisean Rock. He knows that Chrisean Rock has really been going through stuff with her fans, supporters, haters, congratulators. And the last thing that he needs to be doing is spreading, whether it's the truth or a lie, what he is speaking on, because this is only going to further bring smoke for Chrisean Rock and Blueface.
Part of the circus, going to circus. So now, you know, I'm learning other things, right? So I'm all ready to fight with Blueface to like try to at least control this fire. Like, yo, don't do nothing else, right? Offset's thinking, there's no way he gonna do that without you. Bro, I don't know nothing about none of this, right? And that's when he kept on accusing me. I'm like, I can really get out the way and let him go. And he can post all kind of, right? Don't mix me up in your decision making. Don't mix me in that. Now you called me, I called him. I done got into an argument with my artist to protect you, somebody he feels has disrespected him. But in my mind, good old Rock. It's the nucleus, good old Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the nucleus, right? But he's like, nah, he wouldn't have did it if you wouldn't have greenlit it. Bro, I didn't know nothing about none of this, but I'm telling him, like, if you want me to, I could just remove myself and let him go, which I was about to do that until I got another call, and out of respect to that call, I stayed in there and contained it, because...
The call from Cardi B at that point?
Yeah.
Huh, okay. I guess I'm just wondering why any sane man, especially a married, famous, rich man, would mess with Chrisean Rock at this point in
and Cardi's
life.
call to clear it up. Cardi's call was just like, you know, at that time, I don't know if the world knew it, but they were separated.
Huh.
Offset and Cardi was separated. So when she called me, she wasn't in a frenzy. She wasn't crying. She wasn't all hyper. She wasn't any of that. She was like, yo, Wack, I really don't know what's going on. But, you know, I'm seeing things. I'm getting tagged to things. It's really not my business because we're separated at that time. And I think she came out after the fact and kind of announced that. Like, I'm not really caught up in that because we're separated.
Are they still separated?
Well, I don't know what they are now, but
yeah, okay.
Right after that, she went on her live or something and said it. So she was just letting me know, like, listen, there's no need to involve me because I don't want to be a tool or instrument in this because I'm already detached. So if there's anything gonna go on because they think it's gonna make me do anything, we're already separated. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they doing, they doing. She was real humble, respectful, you know. She got my number, I got hers. We called each other when we need to. I respect not calling her like that when her and Offset are together, because that's his wife. But me and Cardi been having a relationship before she even knew Offset. And when she wanted to call me.
In my opinion, Wack 100 is a big troublemaker. I'm not understanding. I'm trying to wrap my brain around why he would get onto an interview and have Chrisean in his mouth. I'm not understanding why he would have this girl in his mouth. Why are you going on interviews on Vlad TV? Was this initiated by Vlad or you? Or both of you? Why are two grown men discussing Chrisean Rock? And on top of that, you're dissing her. And making it seem like how could Offset even stoop that low to even be with something like Chrisean Rock compared to Cardi B? You know, I don't understand it. And to talk about this situation, like Chrisean Rock's not gonna see it, like Blueface is not gonna see it, like her fans are not gonna see it, like her supporters are not gonna see it, like her haters are not gonna see it. Like, what is your mindset right now? Where's your mind at? Like, what is the reason for this? What is this, a drag Chrisean marathon? Now, I get if you're given constructive criticism, you know, there's some sort of disappointment from time to time, you know, because of her behavior. Because, you know, there's times that I feel like she's a little bit out of pocket. And I feel like people put a lot of energy into protecting her. And we get disrespected. We get the run of it. And I get frustrated at times. But am I on here exposing what I know or believe to be the truth about this girl to the point of character assassinating her? No. It's not that serious. It's not also my business. That's her life. She has to live with the life decisions that Chrisean Rock makes, not us. I don't get why Wack 100 is doing what he's doing. It's getting a little bit weird, but it's also even getting weird with Vlad TV as well, that he is going along with this mess. Two grown men up here, chatty pattying about a Chrisean Rock.
And cuss me out, she will. She don't care. Like, she's gonna call me, and it's that type of respect there. So, you know, after that, I got a call, and she like, so I'm telling nephew like, look, out of respect of Cardi, because I don't want no backlash going to her, because she's telling me I don't got nothing to do with none of this shit. Like, he's single, I'm single, right? Just leave it alone, brother. She came in and helped your career. For real. You know what I mean? The Tatiana song, the video, everything she did for us. So out of respect to her, she ain't got nothing to do. Is anything she's feeling what you feel if we got to put her somewhere, right? And, you know, I didn't understand it, but that's what made me understand that Blueface is really in love with this woman.
Well, and they got a baby together now, so.
Me, I'd have been like, off with, I'm gone. I'd have saw that, I'm really out of there. You don't even mean nothing. I don't even hear your voice. You can't even cry. I don't hear you. But he, you know, he in love with that woman. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like as a man, I know, and maybe this is just maturity talking, but I've always kind of been like this. Like, I know that if I get with Chrisean Rock, Superhead, Selena Powell,
they're gonna tell.
It's going to be front page news. It's going to, you know, whether right away or down the line, I'm going to be put on blast. Whatever situation I got at home is going to be, you know, under fire. It's going to come out because there's a history of the woman doing this.
That's real.
They did it before. Oh, I'm going to be different. I'm going to put it down so well that she going to be quiet. No, she going to do this girl. The ones I named have a history of doing this. It's going to come out. I'm going to join the circus, and I'd rather not. There's too many women in the world, beautiful women that look better than all these girls I'm talking about, that are fine with having a private relationship. You know what I'm saying? You take care of them.
I don't know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know nothing. You're saying that you know of women in the world.
I'm saying
what
throughout my life.
Vlad?
Throughout my life.
I don't know nothing about what he's saying. I don't know of these women that are cool having a private relationship all day. They know you in a relationship.
You know, look at the, and we talked about this. Me and Gilbert Arenas had a long conversation about
this. You and who?
Gilbert Arenas.
You know my boy?
Yeah. Oh. He's a regular guest on the show. He was just here. Nick Young was here yesterday.
Yeah, I got some.
I mean, as men, why don't you hold yourself accountable that you laid with Offset laid with Chrisean Rock? Nobody forced him into doing that. Offset laid with Chrisean Rock, and I don't know how it leaked, but it either was from Offset's mouth or Chrisean's mouth or both. Now, you see, because you're in the industry, you're in Hollywood, you see how people move. You live for the moment, then you get caught up, and now you want to sit there and throw salt on somebody's name. I don't get it. That was your judgment call. That was your mistake. You dropped the ball. Now you want to panic, act like you're a victim, make it seem like, oh, Chrisean, little old Chrisean's going to expose me. Not getting, you better know the history of these women you lay with, and the same thing goes for the women. You better know the history of these men that you lay with, because these are everlasting decisions that are going to last for a lifetime. And it can ruin a whole lot of stuff for you going forward. Your marriage, your business deals, all kind of things. So, you know, point the finger at yourself. I don't understand why it's being pointed at Chrisean Rock. We know she's a little Tasmanian devil, but let me tell you something. That call that Offset made was on Offset, and the way Blueface acted, that was on Blueface. He chose to still stay with Chrisean. He's with her now in the present time, and hey, if he stays with her, just like if she stays with him, if you like it, I love it.
Rarely hear these girls putting these players on blast. Yes, it comes out every so often, but in the NBA, in the NFL,
that's
in
kinda...
Major League Baseball, you rarely see it, because these girls, and you know, the Mariah Mills situation with Zion was very rare.
No, you're
and
right.
very messy, but it was very rare.
Right.
These girls are paid off nicely. They're paid to be quiet. They like their position.
Oh, no, that's real. I know
Hip-hop,
girls right now.
Hip-hop is different. He's like, yo, these rappers like to use these girls to help promo them. You know, like, I don't think Moneybagg Yo would be where he is if it wasn't for Ari. And before her, Megan. Ari Fletcher makes Moneybagg Yo look bigger than he is. You know what I'm saying? Because the two of them together kind of co-promote each other.
So you think Ari added substance to his music?
I think they add
Or
the
his
visibility.
popularity?
The fact that she's always being covered and, you know, whatever, she's got her body done and blah, blah, blah. And the fact that they're together all the time and so forth brings a lot of attention to him that he otherwise wouldn't have gotten. She's all over the blogs all the time, every week and so forth. Do you think Shade Room would have Moneybagg Yo?
You might be right. You might be right.
It is.
I think Moneybagg would have still did his thing, but she definitely...
Not like he's doing now.
She definitely was a...
Enhanced
enhanced
it. And a lot of times rappers use girls to enhance their situation. A lot of times these rappers' girls are like...
I just want to say that I really hope going forward, when Blueface gets out, you know, we already know he's going to trigger CashApp. You know, I know she's prepared for it. I hope she is. I just hope that she makes better sound decisions on who she, you know, messes with, who she sleeps with, whatever. Because this is getting really crazy. It's getting out of control. And they're making a real big deal out of it. You know, I don't know if it's because it's Chrisean, or because they just think that they can do it because of how, you know, she has moved in the past, you know, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Sometimes people think that they can get a pass on trying to throw salt in your name because of, again, how you move. So I just really hope going forward, you know, things just work out. Krishan's not subjecting herself to have to be in these situations with the I'm getting back, you know, for what Blueface is doing to me. And they can just move forward. If they're gonna be together, be together. If they're gonna be a family, be a family. If they're gonna be friends, be friends. And if you got a co-parent, then co-parent. But just be civilized and make better decisions so people don't have your name in their mouth.
You know, Fashion Nova models. Naming NBA player whose girl is a Fashion Nova model. You can't name one.
You don't have that. But I do know some NBA players to date, 20, 25 years, still taking care of some of the same chicks.
Yeah.
And they've never said a word.
Right.
This is a fact.
It's different. There's the implications are more serious. You know what I'm saying? One domestic violence tweet and suddenly your whole career's, you know, on the wire right there. So, you know, whereas like, you know, listen, if a rapper beats up his girl, yeah, it's not going to be viewed nicely, but he'll still have a career.
And the ones that try to quick fling, like Kobe's situation,
yeah,
those get exposed. The ones that are involved in that long term, I got you,
yeah.
Yeah.